Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today. This is Nushat Sana, and in today's session we will be discussing the most important current affairs for 8th of October 2024. These are some of the important keywords that we will be covering in today's session. For example, we will be talking about the Future-Pandemic-Preparedness report. After that, we will see in which state PM of India has launched Dharti-Aaba-Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. After that, we will see Indo-Pacific-Regional-Dialogue PM A-Drive Scheme People's Plan Campaign. Herpetofauna-survey has been conducted in which Tiger Reserve, World Green Economic Forum, and at last we'll be talking about the Hornbill-Festival and the Kho-Kho-World-Cup, the inaugural Kho-Kho-World-Cup. Okay. So now, without taking any further time, let's get started. The first question is, which institution released a report titled as Future Pandemic Preparedness and Emergency Response, a Framework for Action? This is Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog recently released an expert group report titled as Future Pandemic Preparedness and Emergency Response, a Framework for Action. Fine. So this report offers a blueprint for rapid response to future public health emergencies, because obviously COVID-19 is not the last pandemic. 75% of the future threats could be zoonotic. So report offers 100 days of future response plan for the pandemics. Main focus here is on governance, data management and the partnerships. India's efforts during COVID-19 like digital tools and research and development were highlighted. Report further recommends strengthening the legislation, surveillance and capacity building. Also, it involved the consultations with over 60 experts and the stakeholders. The framework aims to better prepare and manage the future outbreaks effectively. Okay, so this report has been published by Niti Aayog. Regarding Niti Aayog, what questions you can be asked? First of all, what was the original name of Niti Aayog when it was established in 1950? So it has replaced the Planning Commission of India. Okay, and basic aim of Niti Aayog is to examine and allocate the resources and further formulate 5-year plans for socio-economic growth, right? Also, it functions as a government advisory body. In the next slide, let's talk about some important reports and indices. The first question is, what is the rank of India in the World Press Freedom Index 2024? In this index, India is placed at 159th position. Which ministry recently released a report titled as Empirical Study to Evaluate the Delivery of Justice Through Improved Infrastructure? This is Ministry of Law and Justice. State of the World Population 2024 report recently released by which organization? It is given by United Nations Population Fund. Navigate Bharat portal is launched by which ministry? Answer is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Which organization recently released the Child Nutrition Report 2024? This is UNICEF. Which ministry recently released the Model Foster Care Guidelines of 2024? This is Ministry of Women and Child Development. And the last one is, what is the rank of India in the Artificial Intelligence Preparedness Index? Answer is 72. Okay. Question number 2 is, recently the Prime Minister of India launched Dharti-Aaba-Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan in which Indian state? The correct answer is B option, Jharkhand. Prime Minister launched the Dharti-Aaba-Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan in Jharkhand with an outlay of 80,000 crore rupees, and it aims to develop 63,843 tribal villages benefiting over 5 crore people in across 30 states and the Union Territories. The scheme further addresses the gaps in social infrastructure, health and education through 25 interventions by 17 ministries. The total outlay is 79,156 crore rupees with 56,333 crore rupees from the central government. So it builds on the success of PM Janman scheme that was launched in 2023, and it focuses on the PVTG, means particularly vulnerable tribal group, right? So Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched Dharti-Aaba-Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan in the state of Jharkhand. So Indian Prime Minister launched Dharti-Aaba-Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan in the state of Jharkhand. Okay. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some national current affairs. The very first question is, recently which city of Maharashtra launched the India's first city-specific zero carbon buildings action plan? This plan has been given by Nagpur city of Maharashtra. What is the theme of this year's Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog, recently chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi? So the theme for this year's Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog is Viksit Bharat at the rate of 2047. Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, as a part of the Earth Day celebrations, recently installed India's biggest climate clock at which place? India's biggest climate clock has been installed at New Delhi. Recently, Bru community participated in the Lok Sabha elections for the first time as voters from which Indian state? So they belong to Tripura. All India Institute of Speech and Hearing is inaugurated at which city of UP? This institute has been inaugurated in Kanpur city of UP. What is the primary objective of the e-office platform recently mentioned in the news? Basic objective is to streamline the operations and enhance the efficiency. Mission 414 campaign is launched in which Indian state? This is Himachal Pradesh. Okay. Question number 3 is, what is the theme of an annual Indian Navy conference, Indo-Pacific-Regional-Dialogue 2024? So the theme here is A option, resource, geopolitics and security in the Indo-Pacific. So the 2024 Indo-Pacific Regional Dialogue is an annual Indian Navy conference that was held in New Delhi, and the theme for this year is resource, geopolitics and security in the Indo-Pacific. Okay. So it is the Indian Navy's key platform for the international strategic engagement where they discuss maritime security in the Indo-Pacific. This year's conference highlights the impact of traditional and new marine resources on geopolitics with a focus on offshore energy resources like hydrocarbons shaping the future geopolitics. Okay, so this year the theme is resource, geopolitics and security in the Indo-Pacific. Fine. In the next slide, let's talk about some defense related news. The first question here is, where was the 12th edition of Milan Naval Exercise held? This exercise took place in Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. What is Nagastra 1, recently seen in the news? It is a man-portable suicide drone. Recently, Indian Coast Guard launched Suvidha software version 1.0 in which city? This is Visakhapatnam city of Andhra Pradesh. Which Indian Navy ship has been adjudged the best ship of the Eastern Fleet at the annual Fleet Awards function 2024? It is INS Delhi. Exercise Tarkash, a joint counter-terrorism exercise recently held between which two countries? It took place between India and US. What is the main focus of the Joint Doctrine for Cyberspace Operations recently released by CDS? Main focus is military aspects of cyberspace operations. Which aerospace company recently has signed an agreement with UAE's Edge Group to collaborate on drones, missiles and cyber technologies? This company is Adani Defense. Okay. Question number 4 is, what is the objective of PM E-Drive scheme recently launched by Ministry of Heavy Industries? So Ministry of Heavy Industries has launched the PM E-Drive scheme, where PM E-Drive stands for the PM Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle Enhancement Scheme. Okay. So this scheme aims to boost the adoption of electric vehicles and create essential charging infrastructure nationwide for cleaner transportation. So key components here include subsidies for the electric two-wheelers, three-wheelers, ambulances, trucks and other emerging electric vehicle. It offers e-vouchers for the EV buyers and promotes the e-ambulances, e-buses and e-trucks. So public charging stations will be established in total 10 cities with high electric vehicle use, and it is supported by a financial outlay of 10,900 crore rupees for over 2 years. Okay, so basic objective of PM E-Drive scheme is to promote electric vehicle adoption and establish the charging infrastructure. Fine. Now in the next slide, let's talk about some important government schemes, national as well as some state schemes. Government has recently launched Rashtriya Udyamita Vikas Pariyojana for which one of the following? Correct answer is PM Swanidhi beneficiaries. What is the primary objective of the GREAT scheme recently seen in the news? Basic objective is to develop a startup ecosystem in technical textile. What is the main purpose of liberalized remittance scheme recently seen in the news? Main purpose is to simplify and streamline the process of remitting funds outside India. Then remission of duties and taxes on exported products scheme recently seen in the news comes under which ministry? So it functions under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Matari Vandana Yojana is launched by which Indian state? It belongs to Chhattisgarh. Fast Track Special Courts is a centrally sponsored scheme launched in which year? This scheme was launched in 2019. Which state government recently launched Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme? This scheme belongs to Maharashtra. Okay. The next question here is, which ministry recently launched the People's Plan campaign Jan Yojana Abhiyan? Here correct answer is Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Ministry of Panchayati Raj launched the People's Plan campaign, which is also known as the Jan Yojana Abhiyan, and this campaign is themed at Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas. Okay, it focuses on preparing the Gram Panchayat development plans for 2025 to 26, and special Gram Sabhas are being organized in over 2.55 lakh Gram Panchayats. So basic aim here is to strengthen the grassroots democracy and promote inclusive development in the rural India. This initiative empowers the rural citizens to actively participate in shaping the future of their villages. Okay, so recently Ministry of Panchayati Raj has launched the People's Plan campaign Jan Yojana Abhiyan. Okay, in the next slide we'll be talking about important awards and honor related question. Which institute has been honored with the Nelson Mandela Award 2024 by the World Health Organization? WHO has given this award to National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, NIMHANS. Recently, which institution has been selected for the Subhash Chandra Bose Apada Prabandhan Puraskar 2024 in the institutional category? It is 60 Parachute Field Hospital, UP. Sucheta Satish, who was recently making news for a world record in singing in 140 languages, belongs to which Indian state? So Sucheta Satish belongs to Kerala. Recently, which Indian received an honorary knighthood from the United Kingdom's King Charles III? This is Sunil Bharti Mittal. Which two Indian space scientists received the honor at the Global Space Conference from the prestigious organization Committee on Space Research? These two scientists are Prahlad Chandra Agarwal and Anil Bharadwaj. Recently, who won the prestigious 2024 World Press Photo of the Year award? This award has been presented to Mohammad Salim, who has been appointed as the non-executive chairman and independent director of National Payments Corporation of India. This is Ajay Kumar Chaudhary. Okay. The next one is, in which tiger reserve was a herpetofauna-survey conducted that recorded 33 reptile species and 36 amphibian species? The correct answer is B option, Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. So a recent herpetofauna-survey in the Mudumalai Tiger Reserve found rich biodiversity, including the species that are likely new to science. So this survey covered habitats at altitudes of 300 to 2000 meters above the sea level. It identified 33 reptile species and 36 amphibian species, mainly endemic to the Western Ghat. And the survey discovered 4 potential new species. 2 are geckos, 1 is a skink and a frog, which need further taxonomic and molecular studies before formal identification. Okay, so recent herpetofauna survey took place in Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, and the location of Mudumalai Tiger Reserve is Tamil Nadu. Okay, in the next slide we'll be talking about important environment and biodiversity related news. Pantanal wetland, recently seen in the news due to wildfire, is located in which continent? This wetland lies in South America. Where has the Tibetan brown bear recently been sighted in India? It has been sighted in Sikkim. Poba Reserve Forest, which was seen in the news, is located in which northeastern state? This is Assam. According to recent report, which country has secured the top spot as biggest plastic polluter in the world? This is India. Lampreys belongs to which one of the following species? It is a kind of fish species. Researchers have recently discovered a new species of marine amphipod in which lake of Odisha? This is Chilka Lake. Water orcas recently seen in the Strait of Gibraltar? These are killer whales. Okay. Question number 7 is, recently where was the World Green Economy Forum launched? Correct answer here is A option, Dubai. The World Green Economy Forum was launched in Dubai, bringing together the global leaders so as to address the environmental challenges. Okay, so under Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's patronage, the theme was empowering the global action, unlocking opportunities and advancing progress. Okay, so sessions focused on international cooperation for climate mitigation, and integrated approaches so as to meet the sustainable development goals, and strategies for decarbonizing energy intensive industries were also discussed here, emphasizing public-private partnerships and the roles of philanthropists in climate solution. So the forum basically highlighted the role of artificial intelligence in sustainability and the future of sustainable aviation fuel as well, along with the youth's critical role in environmental progress. Okay, so what was the venue for World Green Economy Forum this year? Answer here is Dubai. Okay, now let's see some summits and conferences here. Recently, where was the first international conference on steel slag road held? This is New Delhi. Recently, where was the second international conference on green hydrogen held? This is New Delhi again. Recently, where was the East Asia Summit and ASEAN Regional Forum Senior Officials Meeting held? This is Laos. Where were the Indian Navy's Annual Refit Conference 24 and AIC Annual Infrastructure Conference 24 conducted? Both of these conferences took place in Mumbai. Where was the NEEM Summit and the Global NEEM Trade Fair held? Answer is New Delhi. Where was the 63rd edition of Central Geological Programming Board meeting held? Answer is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Recently, where was the BRICS Literature Forum 2024 held? Answer is Kazan in the country Russia. Okay. Moving to question number 8. Which country hosts the inaugural Kho-Kho-World-Cup in 2025? This is the country India. The inaugural Kho-Kho-World-Cup will be held in 2025 and it has been announced by the Kho-Kho Federation of India along with International Kho-Kho Federation. Okay, so this event will feature 24 countries from total 6 continents with 16 teams for both men and women, and to promote the sport, the KKFI means Kho-Kho Federation of India plans to introduce Kho-Kho in 200 schools in across 10 cities, and here basic aim is to register at least 50 lakh players. So this tournament will include a week of matches with top athletes worldwide. Basic aim here is to elevate Kho-Kho to an international level. And if you talk about Kho-Kho, it is rooted in India and it has a global presence as well. 54 countries would be participating in this sport. Okay, so India would be hosting the first edition of Kho-Kho World Cup in the year 2025. In the next slide, let's talk about some previous sport related news. The first question is, what is the primary aim of Khelo India Rising Talent Identification Program recently seen in the news? So basic aim of Kirti is to hunt talent and use sports as a tool to curb addiction towards the drugs. Recently, which Indian became the youngest para swimmer in the world to cross the English Channel? This is GRI. Recently, where was the first Asian Relay Championships 2024 held? This is Bangkok in the country Thailand. Recently, which team won the 42nd edition of the Ranji Trophy title? This is Mumbai. Which day is observed as the World Chess Day every year? This is 20th of July. Cricketer Devon Thomas, recently banned by ICC, belongs to which country? He is from West Indies. Who has been appointed as the first female neutral umpire by the ICC for a bilateral series? This is Sue Redfern. Okay. Question number 9 is, which state government has partnered with Wales for the 25th edition of the Hornbill-Festival? This is the state Nagaland. Nagaland signed Wales as a country partner for the 25th edition of Hornbill-Festival. Fine. Who is currently the Chief Minister of Nagaland? This is Neiphiu Rio. And during his visit to Wales, he announced the agreement with the Welsh Government, British Council and the Wales Arts International. And the partnership concludes the Wales in India 2024 celebration, and basic aim here is to strengthen the bilateral ties so as to enhance the people-to-people contact and create the opportunities for the youth. Okay, so Nagaland state government has partnered with the Wales for 25th edition of the Hornbill Festival. Okay, now let's talk about some art and culture related news. The first one is, Ganga Sagar Mela, India's second largest fair after Kumbh Mela, is celebrated in which Indian state? It is celebrated in West Bengal. Kalamkari art form is mainly practiced in which state? This is Andhra Pradesh. Ahubilam shrine is located in which Indian state? It is located in Andhra Pradesh. Vishalgarh fort is located in which Indian state? This is Maharashtra. Khe Bhavani temple is located in which state or the union territory? This temple lies in Jammu and Kashmir. Jagar Lok Sanskriti Utsav is a festival celebrating the folk culture of which Indian state? Answer is Uttarakhand. Ancient Badami Chalukya temples were recently discovered in Mudi Manikyam village along the banks of which river? Answer is Krishna river. Okay. And now the last question says, where was the 26th edition of WETEX, means Water, Energy, Technology and Environment Exhibition 2024 organized? The correct answer is D option, Dubai. It started at the Dubai World Trade Center with 29 leading Indian companies participating. And it is organized by DEWA, full form is Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. The event runs until 3rd of October and it showcases the innovations in renewable energy, water treatment and the environmental technologies. So Sanjay Sudhir, who's the Indian ambassador to UAE, emphasized the importance of Indian participation in supporting the green economy and the sustainable development goals. So the UAE-India economic relationship has strengthened since the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement in May 2022, with trade volume reaching to $84.5 billion, and further there is a projection of $100 billion by the end of 2027. Okay, so what was the venue for 26th Water, Energy, Technology and Environment Exhibition? The answer here is Dubai city. Okay, now at last we will be talking about important locations. The first question is, recently which city announced free bus travel for transgender community? This is Delhi. Which region is associated with the tropical cyclone Alvaro that has recently been in the news? Tropical cyclone Alvaro has hit the Madagascar. Kinmen Islands is located in which country? It lies in Taiwan. Caigos Archipelago is located in which ocean? This is Indian Ocean. Dar es Salaam city is located in which country? Answer is Tanzania. Nazca Ridge is a submarine ridge located in which ocean? Answer is Pacific Ocean. And Diego Garcia Island is located in which ocean? And this island lies in Indian Ocean. Okay, so this is all about today's session. We are done with our 10 current affairs for today, and also we have covered the revision part. And now I'd like to wind up the session with some homework, and today the homework is related to your national current affairs. Okay, here you are given 7 questions. Please read each of the questions carefully and try to answer them in the comment section. I will be waiting for your answers. And now, as usual, before concluding, let me again remind you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in the JKToday Android application. So if you want the PDF of the lecture, you can subscribe to that course by paying a very nominal fees. Okay, so now we will be meeting tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.